Mouse Trouble News fans, just when you thought Herman Cain was out of the race and he was out of the picture for nomination for head of the Republican Party, he comes back with this campaign ad. Take a look.
This is the economy.
What?
This is the economy on stimulus. Any questions? Any questions?
This is my face on palm. An animal had to die for this? It was certainly not necessary to actually harm an animal in the making of this commercial in order to get a point across. It was completely unnecessary. It's interesting to note that these types of conservatives tend to completely push an idea that they are perfectly respectful towards life and that life has meaning and whatnot, which is why they have to keep going to war, to preserve life and preserve peace and all that other stuff that turns out not to be true when they actually carry out actions. What I would like to see from this commercial is some outrage from PETA. Now, normally PETA only outrages on things that seemingly don't seem to matter, like going insane over Tanuki Mario claiming that it's a fursuit and that it promotes wearing fur and stuff like that, and going after celebrities that don't matter and situations that don't matter. I would like to see PETA come forward about the actual harming of an animal for a political campaign ad. Get to it, PETA. This also makes me wonder about the symbolism of the whole commercial. Obviously, the kid is completely intended to give us the impression of innocence and youth and not knowing what's going on. And obviously, the water is meant to represent the economy, or possibly, in this case, fiat currency. But who really knows? Although I do wonder about the symbolism of Herman Cain standing on the ledge. Is he trying to tell us that he is one of us and that he stands on the precipice of total Obama-led disaster like everyone else? And I assume that's what he's trying to go for. I also find interesting the symbolism of the area that's surrounding him. It's very barren wasteland. I guess that's him trying to say that this is America now. It's destroyed. It's barren. There's nothing growing and whatnot. I mean, well, the economy is not really growing. It's got those little spurts, but they're nothing of any meaningful significance that could signify any kind of return. I could probably quote Slavoj Žižek here about something about the desert of the real, but he would be able to do that far better than I could. The message is clear. No more stimulus. And, frankly, no more stimulus is going to help. Stimulus didn't really help that much the first time around, nor is it going to actually help a second time around or a third time around. No matter how many times around there's going to be another stimulus, it's not going to work. The system literally isn't going to correct itself. Pumping more money into an economy that's not generating wealth to the degree that which it needs to be stable is not going to work. A very radical solution is going to be needed to save the economy. Or we could just let the whole thing crash and restart all over again, whichever option that you would rather have. But the commercial is absolutely correct. Another stimulus is not going to work. Within the confines of a capitalist structure, another stimulus is not going to work. However, also interesting is that Herman Cain is putting on another commercial even though he is out of the race. Now, I'm not sure what the intent is here. Is he just here as a supposed third party who's not a part of the race that's just there to bash Obama? Or is he trying to set himself up for something else? Or is he trying to get on the good side of somebody so that if a Republican does win in the election, he might be considered as a vice president? I'm not really sure what his point of doing this is. So it's pretty much anybody's guess. I don't see a real reason why he'd be doing it. But this campaign, this commercial, just god-awful.